Your understanding and cooperation is appreciated as well. I'm John Proxy. Welcome to the Proximity. I'm having a Final Fantasy VII Remake adventure. Let's catch up with the others, shall we? Very slowly catching up. It is still an entire week. Oh wow, this looks really cool. Until the game's actually released, so I have to be very careful about... I guess not letting people see this online, which I will be careful, obviously.
Folks, but this is...
What is it? What are you saying, bud? Right. Talking shit about me. Nothing suspicious about the guy wielding the 7-foot Buster Sword.
We don't need no reactors. At least I still have a house. Just let me get home.
Alright, fair enough. So, I was thinking... So, Eros, I'm not... How do I say this? If you've ever heard of the phrase Manic Dream Pixie Girl, and Eros is a bit like that, and I'm trying to figure out if she was always like that, and I just didn't really notice because it doesn't really come through in, like, small polygon form. But, like, she sort of... A reactor explodes, and then she sees a dude with a 7-foot sword, and her first reaction is to be like, here, a flower! I do like that somebody steps on the flower and the flower comes back into shape, showing how resilient the flower is. I get that as visual storytelling.
Wow, who'd have thought there'd be people riding in the freight car? Guess they don't have much choice, but rather them than me.
Don't they have choice? Can't they just stand outside here?
Sector 8 will be back to normal in no time. It has to be.
This is so weird, seeing
So cramped.
this much detail. Alright, bud.
All I want to do is pass out.
She knows how to party. Okay, he's the real main character right there.
Ugh, so cramped. Ugh, so
even have
cramped.
hotels down
Man,
there?
everyone's on edge.
Of course they are.
Hey, Cloud.
If you're about to unburden yourself, don't.
Yeesh. You don't make it easy.
Stop that right now! Glad it won't be me cleaning up the office.
Oh, never mind. Sorry to disturb you.
Coming through, like, so have you ever played Tomb Raider? And this, like, there was a joke in the original Tomb Raider. You've heard of Charlie Brooker, right? I expect you have. He writes Black Mirror. Well, Charlie Brooker used to write for, I think it was either PC Format or PC Gamer, back in the 90s. He had this bit called Sick Notes, and people would write in hate mail to him because he was a controversial figure. Anyway, he used to also do like crappy cartoons, and one of them was Lara Croft just shooting every single animal because he had this thought, like, Lara Croft is just murdering animals left and right. And it's sort of funny because you go play the original Tomb Raider, and you don't really notice because it's a computer game that's very gamey. But when you play the, like, 2010 one, or whatever it is, the reboot, like, halfway through that game, you're like, I've killed 100 men. These people should be running away from me. I am death. And it's like, it's really hard to take Lara seriously as this sort of, not defenseless, but as this, not fragile, but endangered woman. Like, they're putting a lot of effort into going like, oh no, she's going through loads of stuff. Because, no, she's, like, absurdly competent. Her aim with a gun is insane. She's finding all this stuff. Like, she just finds tombs all over the place. And now it's not even, like, a veteran Tomb Raider. She, like, her very first adventure, she's just like, oh god, this is so hard. Bam, 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 super competent. And it's like, they don't quite gel because of the kind of the weird, ultra-realistic take on the gamified version. I'm looking at myself in my recording, by the way, and I'm a bit orange, and I'm not sure how to fix that. I fiddled around with the brightness If it's too bad, you'll get like pixely around me, and we don't want that. That's bad. And the other way is I'm too bright and I'm just like one tone, so I'm going to be a bit red for this video, I think, because this was a happy medium. I think it's just the time I record it or something. I don't know. Every time I start recording, I have to check the synchronization of my voice as well, and I have to resync the goddamn camera. It's really annoying.
Wait, what?
Uh,
Oh, that's weird.
yeah, that guy's got a fucking huge sword. Isn't that...
Do you mind
So
trying to work
that's
here?
the point I'm making here. Is that, like, everyone should be looking at this guy's sword going, the fuck is this guy gonna do? Is he gonna murder us all?
Hey, got a sec?
I want to talk to this blonde and said,
Why don't you
hello!
learn to take a hint, buddy?
Another face. You have a face? Okay, let's
Why
stop
don't you
being
learn
weird.
to take a hint, buddy?
You see,
Yeah, why
my
don't I
daughter
learn to take
now
a hint?
lives in Sector 8, so...
Why don't you learn to take a hint,
You're,
buddy?
No, I'm talking...
Holding up pretty well, huh? Even
Have
after
they
what we
caught
saw at
the
the station and all
perpetrators
over
yet?
Sector 8?
I'm a soldier.
Wow. My hands are still shaking.
You get used to it.
Something to look forward to.
You see, my
Or
daughter now
maybe
lives
not.
in Sector 8, so...
Should have never gotten out of bed this morning. Just called in sick.
No, right.
Did Mr. Shinra catch the bad men yet?
Yes.
I can't wait to set foot on the surface.
Good thing there'll be
Little help,
electricity
Cloud?
where we're going.
Please?
I'm sure Sector 7's affected too.
Nah, Shinra wouldn't let that happen.
Do you know the ironic thing about this really, really packed train? And it's not really that packed. Compared, you know, to trains in Japan, because, you know, Japan has a reputation, and B, trains in the UK look way... This is a load of... Like, there's a bunch of people standing up and holding things like it was a bus, but there's a lot of room. Well, to be fair, the seats aren't divided so much, but, like, it's a packed train, but, like, there's a load of walking space in the middle right there. Anyway, is that ironic?
I can't stop thinking about it. The bomb I made shouldn't have produced an explosion that big. It doesn't make any sense.
The explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't a reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing? You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Right.
No. I'm just looking for excuses for something that was clearly my own fault. Gotta own up to it if I'm gonna learn from this and move on. Thanks, Cloud. You're a good listener.
Don't be stupid.
Yeah, the slums need power too, you know.
What kind of maniacs would go so far as to bomb a reactor?
They've yet to announce it publicly, but I heard it was Avalanche's doing.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the president?
Is there nothing they won't do?
Hey, quit talking out your ass.
Oh,
Everyone
it's
knows
Barrett's
Avalanche
theme.
only cares about saving the planet.
Just who do you think you are?
A law-abiding, concerned citizen.
With a gun on his hand.
Really?
Shh. Don't antagonize him.
In my humble opinion, that explosion was a message. A message to the bastards bleeding our planet dry.
Very subtle, Barrett.
Think they got it? Heard it loud and clear? Y'all's masters?
We will not submit to intimidation or violence, but work together for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world.
That's right.
Yes.
That is the Shinra.
I love the extended middle manager universe they've got.
We all have to follow our conscience, don't we?
We should go.
Right.
Because this scene's in the original game. I don't know if it's this train. I think it's the other train that has the middle manager on. because Barrett chases them out. I might be conflating train scenes, but like, there was definitely a bit where one of the middle managers
I didn't hear anything. You gotta believe.
stands up to Barrett, and Barrett's like, "Sort off," and he goes away. But yeah, I assume that's also sort of pointing at Reeve. Okay, I'm glad somebody mentioned it, because no, this is terrifying. His gun, like, his gun might be, I don't know, something else. It's clearly a gun, but whatever. A gun arm is sort of a bit weird, and maybe it serves some other function. But this is a goddamn sword. It's a goddamn 7-foot sword. This guy's on a train, like...
Train is slower than molasses, am I right?
I'm just, Josh, you know, I'm nitpicking. Like, I don't care that he's on a train with a sword. But, I mean, and I'm glad the game actually did mention it, at least one character. I'm trying to talk to him.
I get it if you can't relate. Shower might help. A long, hot one. Well, I get it if you can't relate.
Where's Biggs? That was Biggs. Where's Wedge?
They'd probably kill us if they knew we were the ones responsible. No, don't think about it.
Yeah, so... I think this is Barrett's theme tune. I always thought it was a bit whimsical. So, making it somber doesn't make sense. Okay, he's the most important character, so I'm going to talk to Jessie instead.
Let's get this out of the way.
Oh, no,
Personally,
I got it wrong.
find visual aids make the dull stuff a lot more bearable. If it helps, think of it as an initiation rite.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm not...
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get. So, here we've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar, complete with massive steel plates suspended 300 meters above ground level, atop which stands a shining beacon of civilization. The whole system is sustained by the Mako reactors, which feed the insatiable appetites of the public.
The train will be passing through an ID checkpoint shortly.
I didn't talk to Barrett.
This here is the train's route. As you can see, it'll take us around this main pillar. Look, we're about halfway through it now. They've set up a checkpoint here to scan the IDs of all passengers heading in and out. Date of birth, residential status, criminal history, all that and more is automatically cross-referenced in their databases. Public security wouldn't have it any other way. Heads up. Don't worry, our IDs are impeccable. What'd I tell ya? Have a little faith. Won't be long till we reach the bottom. Relax.
Take a good look. It's because of that great big pizza in the sky that people down there gotta struggle to survive.
Yeah, he said pizza.
Shinra sucks up Mako while the soil turns to dust. The air fills with smog and the flowers die.
Then leave and don't look back. That's what's always worked for me.
Well, that's all well and good. If you're only out for yourself. But the folks down there don't have the luxury of choice, you know?
I know.
Like this train, I suppose.
Yeah, they ain't coming off these tracks. It's really weird. I mean, it makes sense. Okay, Seventh Heaven, a bar located in the Sector 7 slums. A favourite after-work hangout for labourers, Tifa's cocktails, and cooking are big hits among the locals. After hours, though, the place functions as a hideout for the anti-Shinra group Avalanche. Okay, I thought... Oh, there is! Okay. Home Sweet Slum.
Sweetheart. Don't worry, I'm fine.
They're gonna do the little twist.
Knew it couldn't be that bad. No way. this.
Hot damn, we are good!
Yes! Bombs detonated 1, members lost 0.
And one step closer to a brighter future.
Hell yeah!
Guys! Lower your voices, huh? People are listening.
Oh, right.
Now get some R&R. You've earned it. Just be ready for the next mission, all right? See you soon.
I'm looking very red.
At 7th Heaven. You know, where Tifa works. Don't keep her waiting. She'll worry.
Okay.
Not long now.
Oh. Oh, yeah, sorry. The point I was making is, it's not weird, but it's like all the little tiny vignettes I remember. You know, the look when he says, like they haven't got them all in because I wanted to see the kid. No, that's from, we see this train station like 3 times in the game. Obviously they reuse locations in the old version, but like, yeah, I want to see it all.
Sure you haven't seen my husband?
How are people here taking the news?
It's got a lot of them worried, but not enough to stop him from partying, I guess.
Don't they realize?
I know how you feel.
We'd have no trouble spotting him, even if he was in a crowd.
Sorry, doesn't ring any bells.
Please, you must have seen him.
How are people here taking the news?
It's got a lot of them worried, but not enough to stop him from partying, I guess.
This is really clever. I like how those conversations stop and start.
How are people here taking?
You see the huge explosion on TV?
Yeah, I saw it.
Don't they realize what's happening?
Wow, am I hungry? Guess I'll stop by one of the food stalls.
So, you hear that burger joint staying open tonight?
No way! I'd kill for one right now.
What are we even doing here? No one in their right mind would go into a train graveyard at night.
People talk.
Oh, you say that.
And kids get curious. You know how it is.
Speaking of which, you hear it was supposedly a ghost, not a monster, that attacked that guy this afternoon?
They must
Ooh.
have been seeing things.
What? What's this all about? So much detail.
Talk about weird stuff going down. A reactor bombing, train graveyard getting closed off.
What?
Ooh.
The graveyard's closed?
One of the locals was attacked by some kind of monster, so the watchdog needed to keep out.
Side quests. Oh, speaking of which, that's not the one I wanted. The Huntsman, an elite trooper belonging to Shinra's Public Security Division, and said to be the most dangerous of all Shinra troopers. He serves as a unit commander in the Sector 8 town area. Look at him, he's got the cool armor. No, sorry, I'll... Load faster. Look out. He's got lightning bolts on him. Want to see the difference. Oh, whatever, I can't bother. You are on him, no. Security. It doesn't matter. Let's not.
I'm going on a ghost hunt. Come on out, ghosts! I'm going on a ghost hunt. Come on out, ghosts!
Of course no one's here to pick me up.
It's got a lot of them worried.
Why would they be? Why did my office have to burn
It's
down?
okay. Don't cry.
So
Just seeing your faces.
Are you crying?
Office still there?
Somehow. As long as the trains are running, it'll be work as usual tomorrow.
Whoops, hang on.
No,
Dude.
I'm so happy to be
Dude, just walk over there.
I'll have you know, I was worried sick.
Walk just over there, buddy.
office have to burn down?
Office still there?
Dude, I found your double. He's right over there. Just, he's sitting down, he's waiting for it to be picked up. You two, you should be friends. Be friends, you two.
How about it, baby girl?
How about what?
Hmm?
So,
gets pissed off when we stop working. I need a new job.
The play's so popular they named a street after it.
Okay, except the only place around here is the train graveyard, which everyone says is haunted.
Okay, they were in the original.
Rain check?
Oh, sorry. Well, don't you have a... She's a double as well. I mean, they're all doubles. They're going to double. Like, that's not unreasonable.
Have concluded for the day. We will provide an update on the schedule first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you for your patience. Emergency train services have now concluded. This was the final train of the day. We apologize for the inconvenience, but please have a safe journey home.
I'm waiting.
When I put him in charge of my state.
Music.
Those are for kids only, dummy.
Isn't to make a fortune. It's to make people happy. If someone's having a bad day, it's your job to put a smile on their face.
Well, by the looks of things, I'd say he took that lesson to heart.
Or was that Barrett's theme? Blum 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 blum. You know it. You know the song. I'm probably making it harder.
And if you're coming back from Sectors 1 or 8, your burgers on
So the Mako reactor's broken?
For now. But don't you worry. We're gonna fix it. It'll be up and running in no time.
Really? That's great!
Sure is, sweetie.
Back down here? So, will you be having your usual heat?
I wish
They had
I
this
could
one
tell
drink
you,
in
but
Walmart that
sadly, I don't
tasted
share
like
your
the nectar
passion
of
for
the gods.
processed food.
Okay, so there's no official dialogue here. I can move on. I don't look at everything. Pillar! The pillar! Let me look at the pillar!
I never felt the ground shake like that.
What kind of person bombs a reactor?
The kind of person who goes around putting up flyers all over the slums, I expect.
Yeah, oh, you know what I want to see?
A group called Avalanche. That's what I heard on the train, anyway.
There's a bit.
That sounds familiar. Huh?
I mean, it just...
The kind of person
Okay, so
who
there's...
goes around putting up flyers all over the slums, I expect.
Look. There we go. Come back here later. Or will we? So, there's the town. I'm going to be reversed probably. And there's the tower, right? And there's... But there's a screen where you can walk downwards. And there's two guards guarding like nothing and we never go there. I wonder if we'll see what that is. I might be misremembering.
Some places only
Wouldn't
had
be
it so good because of the reactors. And this bombing's changed all that.
Yeah, well, shoes on the other foot now. Let's see how they like fighting to survive.
They're people
Dude,
too,
two of your twins are waiting for you at the train station. All my posters. Chocobo! Chocobo soldier! Okay. Because there's got to be a dude looking at the
It's like a giant candle lighting up the whole sky.
Yes.
All that debris piled up like mountains. You couldn't go nowhere.
Don't give me
Sector
stuff
8
anymore.
was a nightmare. Fires everywhere.
Huh. Mako is the lifeblood of the planet? Yeah, the hell it is. Goddamn eco-warriors with their dumbass posters. I tear them down and they're back up inside of an hour. Like I've got nothing better to do.
Don't tear him down then.
I mean, look at all that steel work. You trying to tell me that's not progress? What the? You okay, buddy? Mako junkie, huh? Figures.
You again.
Okay, so he's the guy staring up. Alright, so if he's the one, he is, there should be something in this direction? Before you actually get to the town? Am I thinking of that right?
Can't come soon enough.
I can barely tell my skin from all the ash and sweat.
When I get back, it's refueling time.
And you, Jessie?
I don't know.
Ooh, what's this?
Warning. Gate broken. Fiends in area. Exercise caution. No reason to check it out. Not my problem.
Okay. Oh yeah, we definitely won't be back here.
You don't want to mess
So,
with the monsters in here. Move along now.
are you the dude from Family Guy?
And just where do you think you're going, huh? You don't want to mess with the monsters in here. Move along now.
Okay. So, yeah. I think that area there is a place that was in the original game that you couldn't actually go to, or that I just don't remember how you get there. Or I might be thinking of this place here.
Excuse me? Due to an emergency, entry into this area is prohibited.
You know
Sorry
what?
for
It's
the
probably the way out of
You
the
call that
the
a
ghost.
warning? No, sir.
No, it's here. Because this conversation, yeah. Oh, the entire game I'm going to be
In
doing
accordance
this, by
with
the way.
emergency regulations, entry into this area is prohibited. Please leave at once.
Still too nice.
Because this happens in the original game. But I don't know if you
This area
ever
is off
actually
limits.
go.
Turn around and leave at once. If you don't, I'll have no choice but to use force.
Now you're getting the hang of it.
Aww. No. I want to go in there. Yeah, well, there definitely wasn't 2 spare areas. And you climb up. Yeah, it's definitely these 2.
So you'll interrupt them while they're working.
Oh, my tea's gone. Oh my word, I've been faffing so much. I'm enjoying myself though. Yep, tea's cold. That's gross. Yeah! Oh yeah, the dance party on the street. Da, 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 da. This is Tifa's theme tune.
Once again, relief supplies are currently being distributed in the lobby of the Shinra building. Doctors are also stationed at the building's disaster relief center. If you are unable to reach the building on your own, please contact the nearest Shinra employee for assistance. Mayor Domino, in conjunction with President Shinra,
Yeah.
declared a state of emergency.
Wait, this is real? It's not a movie?
How long's it gonna keep burning?
Doing everything in their power to provide aid to those most in need. As yet, no group has claimed responsibility for the attack, but security services are working tirelessly to identify those involved.
Glad I got
If you
today
have
off.
any information pertaining
Am
to
I
the
still gonna
identity
have
of
a
the
job?
perpetrators,
Guess
please
I'll find
contact
out.
the nearest
Did
public
everyone get
security
out in
officer
time?
I'm trying to watch news.
headquarters.
I know, it wants me to go that way.
Lobby of the Shinra building.
What the?
Doctors are also
That's where I
stationed at
work.
the building's disaster
No
relief center.
freaking
If you are
way.
unable to
Put
reach
that
the
fire
building
out,
on your own,
idiots.
please contact the
I was
nearest
there
Shinra
yesterday.
employee for assistance. Mayor Domino, in conjunction with
What do you
President
know?
Shinra, has
That ain't
declared
half
a state
bad.
of emergency
I'll make a
in Midgar.
grease monkey out of you yet.
Thanks. I've always dreamed of opening up my own shop, so I can look after my parents, you know?
Well, a man can always dream, can he?
Oh, she's waving me over. I'm going everywhere else first.
Tifa so bad.
Who wouldn't? She's a looker.
A bombshell, even.
Sorry, I'm trying really hard to go other places.
If Midgar loses power, aren't computers and traffic lights and all that going to shut down? That
Oh,
can't be
fine,
good.
fine, fine.
The economic losses would be staggering. Marlene.
Daddy, you're home!
That's right, Angel. I
Welcome
am.
back.
Have you been a good girl?
Yeah, I've been helping Tifa.
Oh, you did you? Well, well.
You made it. Where'd you get that?
I can't remember the last time I saw a real one. Huh?
Who's it for?
How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
Yellow flower lost.
Has been 5 years.
Huh?
No, it hasn't.
I need to talk to Barrett.
Right. Come on in.
Been 7 years.
Daddy,
Egg and chips!
The Mako place blew up. Everyone on TV's talking about it.
Don't you worry about all that silliness. Daddy's here and he's not going anywhere tonight. Now turn that thing off and let's get you to bed, huh?
Alright, we've actually heard this news. Pizza! I was going to say, can we go on those? But no, it's the lift, isn't it? Gold time pinball. Jukebox. Alright, I'll try to stop fapping.
Do you mind keeping Marlene company until I'm done with this?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Barrett's keeping her company.
Yeah, your money. Ask Tifa. She takes care of all that.
She just told me to...
Hey! What the hell you think you're doing, scaring my daughter like that?
Daddy says never talk to strangers.
You just spoke to a stranger.
That's right, honey, I do say that. What a good girl you are remembering Daddy's lessons. You know what else good girls do? They go to bed on time. Come on.
But I'm not tired. I want to talk some more, Daddy.
All right, but just this once.
This is your fault, Tifa.
So then, what can I get you?
My money. I'm still waiting on it.
Right. About that, we should talk outside.
Daddy? Did the people who died all return to the planet?
Of course.
Haha, I'm free! We can now play with the jukebox. Use the jukebox to play your favorite tunes. You can add more songs to the jukebox by collecting music discs, which can be found in the field, where their presence is marked with a music icon. Ooh. We literally have Tifa's theme. Yeah, it's got a little picture. Is this Tifa's theme? What? Maybe it kicks in after a while. The dynamic.
Let that be a lesson to you. When you want to talk to a little kid, don't go giving other professional killer eyes.
Oh, there we go. What time are we on? It's like the jazz version. I'm just gonna wait for it to do the da-da-da-da. Alright, cool. Let's talk to Tifa now. No. Well, I'm fine. I shouldn't be breaking up the flow of the story.
Before we get on to money, there's an empty apartment in a place just down the road. It's nothing fancy, but I was thinking you could stay there for now. The landlady's a big friend of the cause, so you wouldn't even have to pay rent. Sound good?
Sure does. Thanks.
Follow me then. How was it up
Okay,
on the plate?
It was chaotic.
Sorry for dragging you into all this. It was wrong of me to put you in danger like that. I promise I won't do it again.
Danger's part of the job. Don't worry about me.
I'll try not to.
Always happy to help stick it to Shinra.
How'd that go?
Not good at all.
If I ever get a shop,
So,
I want to call
you
it
make nice
Item
with
Shop.
everyone?
Much as I could, all things considered. Maybe not enough for them.
Good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people person.
I'll give you that.
Rats. Okay, this is new,
I saw
right?
Sector 8 on the news. It was like a war zone.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. They'll spread whatever lies Shinra tells them to.
So attack Sector 7?
It wasn't that
the
bad?
Topsiders brought this
It
on
was.
themselves.
Oh, right. And here we are. Good old Stargazer Heights. You're on the second floor. Room 201 here is where I sleep. Don't have time for much else, what with 7th Heaven and all. Not even time to decorate. Here's your room, 202. Don't worry, I already told the landlady about you.
You did?
Yes? Oh, I mean, I told her I had a friend looking for a place to stay. Was that too much?
No. It's fine. And this?
That one's, know what? It's getting late. I'll introduce you tomorrow.
Johnny? Is it going to be Johnny? I saw a picture of Johnny online. I was going on the Reddit and the YouTube and Resetera, I think it's called, and they had loads of screenshots, and I was like, that's Johnny, he's got his red hair, and he looks like Gladio. You'll see him. He's like, and I never noticed that Johnny didn't have a shirt on. I was just like, didn't ever interpret that as skin. Like, where's the texture for the door? Alright, fine.
It's a little bare, but should be enough to get you through the night. If you want anything else, we can always get it.
There is one thing. My money. You guys owe me 2,000, remember?
I do. And
Wanted
we'd
it to
love
pan
to
over to
settle
Little
up,
Bear.
especially since this was your first job for us, but
That's it?
sorry. We spent the rest preparing for the mission. That really is it. But not for long. I'm collecting money for filters tomorrow, so I can pay you after.
Oh, he looks so upset.
And you're sure about that?
Of course, as long as you help, that is. Wait, then I'd have to pay you for that too. Never mind.
No, 2,000's enough. That's what we agreed on, so that'll be the price. With what you gave me, that leaves 1,500.
You're the best. I'll see you bright and early at the bar then. Thanks again for everything. Sleep tight.
Sleep tight? Is there... No, if he's going to walk around... Are we... There's a scene, isn't there?
Guess it's time for introductions.
Okay. Noisy neighbours. Okay, we have a new question. So I don't know how to put this delicately, but obviously there was a great hubbub, a kerfuffle, a hullabaloo. Let's go with hullabaloo about the designs of Tifa and Eros. One of the things people were really super angry about was that Tifa's breasts were smaller. They're still really big. Like, really, guys? Like, there's just a certain point during that conversation where I was like, that's not small. Anyway, I don't want to dwell on that, but it's just like, if I didn't say it, would have been thinking it. The really dramatic music's on. Let's go meet our comedy next door neighbour. It's not going to be Johnny. Johnny lives here. This is like the murder music from when we go up the tower. But for a snoring neighbour.
Hey, you okay in there? Oh. Coming in.
I know who those guys are. Oh! Oh, that's cool.
What are you doing to Marco? This is his apartment. He's got a few problems, but he's not a bad guy. The landlady asked me to check on him now and then to make sure he's okay. Can I ask you to do the same?
Sure.
Okay, that's cool. I won't lie, the transition between him going to bed, I thought it was going to be a comedy bit. It's just a really weird transition, just pace-wise. Immediately go to sleep, just so we can have this scene. But I get it. I get why you'd introduce that really quick. I mean, they could have just done it. There's another one of those guys near Eris's house. So they could have done it there, but I guess it's like a more involved subplot. That was its own quest. Yeah, it's the world theme. Oops, wrong button. This button. There's a full map of Midgar. Oh, that's cool. There we go, those are the places we've been. Yeah! I'm so easily impressed. Things I remember! Let's look at the story. Tifa, a childhood friend of Cloud, uses her connections to get him an apartment. After promising to help her with collections tomorrow, Cloud hits the sack. Awoken in the middle of the night, Cloud goes to room 203, where he again has a vision of Sephiroth. He eventually returns to his room, still reeling from the hallucinations as he waits for the dawn. Head for the 7th heaven. Okay, let's... how do we go back to an earlier chapter? Okay. Cloud's mind is sent into a frenzy after catching up to this figure from his past. After the man disappears, Cloud's head stops aching. He makes for the station once again. The figure from Cloud's past appears before him, and the flower peddler. Before he knows what's happening, though, Cloud is spotted by public security forces. Cloud fights off the Shinra reinforcements at the Fountain Plaza. Now he has to get past the security perimeter, around the station, and find an escape route. Cloud avoids the station and makes a detour through the residential area. However, Shinra security is posted all throughout the sector, making things difficult. Fighting off the Shinra pursuit, Cloud flees to the roof to a nearby building. Why is this segmented away from the other ones? Cloud is trapped by a succession of public security squads. In the nick of time, Cloud boards the last train out of Sector 8. Civilian passengers are angry about the destruction caused by the reactor explosion. Uncertain and unsure about what they have done, the members of Avalanche ride the last train down to the Sector 7 slums. Anything cool in my house? Right, I appreciate... Right, how's this guy doing? No! I refuse to check in on the person I literally said I'd check in on. I got a tuft of Phoenix down! This is cool. I like it. I'm about to let you go on. I faffed for a lot of that episode, and I apologise. Like, I should probably be further by now, but I am taking my sweet time with it.
Well now, you must be Cloud. I'm Marl, your landlady. So how'd you like the place? You from up on high?
I've been around.
I'll bet. No matter. All kinds come through with all kinds of reasons. If you ever need an ear to bend, I'll lend you mine. Can be about anything, even Tifa.
What's she to you?
The granddaughter I never had. And if you hurt her, I'll take it out of your hide. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. Now you'd best get a move on to 7th Heaven. She's got a head start on you and then some. Is your face always that pale? You're not getting enough sleep.
You're paler than I am.
Tifa's probably wondering why you haven't joined her yet. Come on, quit lollygagging and go to 7th Heaven already.
It's going for a range of music. It's interesting. Right, I'm just about to let you go. Should I go the...
Such a horrible act of terrorism go unanswered.
These disasters cost a lot of folks their livelihoods. Shinra needs to do something to show the people they're on their side.
At the end of the day, it's just a company. They're not on anyone's side but their own.
It's nice actually being able to see the plate. Alright, no, I'll save it because otherwise I'll get distracted. But I am going to go completely the wrong way. Right. Look at this. Does his bangle come off? So it's like the world theme, but like a subdued one? So if... Oh, hang on, I've got a backup angle. Okay, I don't think it actually changes what he looks like. That's a shame. Although I just realised I do actually have another bangle. An iron bangle, apparently. Oh, did I always have that? I bet I did. God damn it. I could have had fire on all along. Never mind. Anyway, yes, I've been John Proxy. We are now leaving the proximity. I'll see if I can get my face a little bit less red for the next video. In the meantime, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you for watching.